Hello, everyone, and good morning. How are you? I am Oracle Unicorn, and welcome to Shaman Messages. Please keep in mind this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Put some things in your back pocket. You may need it for later. And these are all timeless, so when it finds you, that's when it's meant for you. Today I'm going to do things a little bit differently, since how I felt a emotional separation yesterday, a backing up of the two energies. So this is for masculine, and then my next video I'm going to do for feminine. Okay, so what are the messages? Yeah, the mass messages. Oh, goodness. Okay, for our masculines here. Masculine. Oh, geez, masculine. You're dealing with the trickster. Oh, my gosh. I feel you're very aware of this person, which is why I don't feel it even jumped out. It flipped. You're doing great. Just kind of like, just definitely keep observing. I see the observe card in my head. Well, in my mind's eye. That part. You're doing good. There's nothing too much that they can really do to affect things. It may seem like it, that maybe it's causing a delay. Masculines, it's really not. It's happening because it's helping you to be able to see things further, not to pinpoint further certain behaviors as a trick for pinpointing a trickster like person. And more of a manipulative energy, because I feel like some people have kind of like the same way of doing things, but yet there's a difference in the intention, and you're going to be able to tell. You're actually just going to be able to feel it, and then you're going to see it afterwards. You're going to see the patterns after you actually initially start feeling it, because I feel your guides are wanting you to feel what this is, this feeling you're getting, and pinpoint it to what it is, and what it's kind of warning you, or asking you to kind of be aware of. Not that you have to do anything about it, just to kind of be aware of it, because I guess there's some certain things that you can do as you go on down your path that kind of puts like a protective sense of energy, because of the fact you are side peripheral vision aware. Okay. But with being peripheral vision aware, I feel it's actually strengthening your intuition, and helping the communication level with your emotions, what gets triggered around specific people. Okay. So that's where I feel this fear is coming in, because it's like you're now really paying attention to this and becoming aware and starting to have like identifications with them, because you're noticing that these certain vibrations around specific people are different. It causes different like emotional uplifts. And as much as you're kind of used to it, it's like you never put a meaning behind it. It was always something like, oh, well, maybe I just need to back away from that person because it's bringing in this kind of energy. When in reality, it actually wants you to kind of pay attention of what's kind of like triggering in the dynamic for yourself, bringing in certain kind of wanting to ask for certain kind of balancing, and also figuring out of boundaries with what is coming up, or who come entering your bubble. And it's like kind of like right now I feel you're creating a protective bubble till you no longer feel you need the protective bubble, because the protective bubble is helping you be able to strengthen, being having this kind of energetic light cloak around you, protective cloak in a way. Man, this sounds so Harry Potter, but I mean it's this sense of a vision of it is true. You know how in Harry Potter there's this cloak, invisible cloak. Well, it kind of does that to your energy when it comes to ill intent uh, mind processes of people, certain people, like this trickster energy that I saw. So this bubble is actually helping you right now until you feel secure in your own invisibility cloak type of thing. Like you're able to have such a strong rooted self-love and understanding of yourself and awareness of yourself and what is being triggered, what the certain things that are asking to come into your awareness. You are falling into such strength and trust into this that you won't then need the bubble. Okay. The bubble is helping you to strengthen your own confidence in your ability in this. And then that kind of becomes the cloak of like your kind of like protective sense in a way. But that's just because you're just so secure in yourself at that point. It there you already know and feel inside yourself everything's going to play out the way it plays out. And no matter if you try to control a situation, that could possibly just make things worse. So you're to the point where you're like, just, yeah, I'm just going to pay attention to my freaking growth. This is taking too much of my energy. And so that's what created the bubble. It's helping you to eliminate this energy of fear, which is really good with a lot of these sense of having to keep secretive about a lot of changes that are going within you. But this is definitely guided. You are being guided by a lot of your ancestors, spiritual energies, and contracts that you've had with spirits of nature in the afterlife. You have very strong contracts with them. This is why I feel this is your first card. They are also have a strong hand in this. That's why your sense of your emotions or your intuition gets triggered up a lot because they have a hand in this too. They want it to be triggered. So it's almost like they kind of amplify that energy. If you're trying to sideswipe it, they're like, nope, this is not something we can sideswipe because this is what you wanted to learn. There's a lesson behind this, or there's something of a realization that'll help you. Not that everything's a freaking lesson. Not everything's a lesson. I say it, and I say it a lot. Lesson this, lesson that, but at the same time, it's just something you learn. A lesson is something you learn for either a helpful type of change for yourself or a sense of a mental growth and maturity within your own creating essence with your life and your path. All that out of 3 cards in 8 minutes. Okay, anyway. Okay. Yeah, because there's a lot of things that you have actually kept to yourself to see certain truths, because it's like, in a way, you were kind of afraid to see the truth because you didn't see the conclusion or a sense of how this is, how even this, a sense of a shakeup or a tower moment is going to fix anything. It's just how I feel when it comes to this masculine. They're just kind of like, I mean, I just feel from this, y'all are extremely intelligent, like 3, 4, 5. You're in the sense of change and this whole view and perspective of a lot of things. I feel a lot of stress and anxiety on your chest, like it's heavy, and you're sitting here looking at everything like, what the fuck? Like, excuse my language, but this is how I feel when it comes to masculine. Y'all are just like, all right, so we're just gonna kind of walk this out to the end of the tunnel, I suppose. Honestly, I don't know what else to do about this. and you're literally in you're in a sense right now, I feel kind of extending your energy out and rooting yourself so deeply into like the essence of Mother Nature. It's helping you to cleanse, I feel, all this kind of like stickiness that's been kind of like leeching onto you. And you're having a lot of foresights with the I feel with your gifts. You're having a lot of foresight with your gifts about things, and this is probably causing a lot of anxiety. And you're having to keep it secret, I feel. And I feel this is kind of triggering pain or a lot of fear, not necessarily pain. There's some pain. Maybe there is some pain behind it because I just kind of came out of my mouth. So as I've learned, that usually does not, that there are no such thing as coincidences. And I mean, there is no coincidence in a Fibonacci sequence. It's made literally exactly perfect. I mean, like shells have the same thing. Until they're broken. But even then, to me, it just makes them still beautiful in my eyes. I mean, you can make a freaking artwork out of it. Me and my son are collecting broken shells just to use the colors to kind of do that collage thing to make a picture out of like pieces of like colors. It's something I learned in art class when I was in high school. So I'm going to do that with my son when we get a canvas and we have the glue. Yeah, we have the glue. I just need to get a canvas. That's what it is. So all this is being illuminated for you. Just like I was feeling is that this fear, these fears are being triggered, or you're being triggered, and these things are causing fear to illuminate with you what is being healed. That is probably more rooted in your childhood, asking you to kind of go through some of these memories to transform it in the new things that you have come to understand and have studied with. Actually have done a lot of practice with. I feel some of you didn't realize that you are actually already practicing this energy. You are, which is why I feel I see foresight and I see secrets, secret keeper, because for some of you, this was kind of subconsciously being done, and it was triggering the heck out of you. And then it kind of, and for a lot of you, it then shifted into a conscious type of thing, but really wasn't sure how to handle it or what you needed to do with it, or let alone what differently to do with it. And I feel those answers are being illuminated for you, helping you to be able to have a sense of grounding in your own spiritual work, because I feel like a lot of this group looks up to possibly the feminine in understanding how to do all of this. That may only be for a heavy set of you, okay? Another set, I feel y'all had to keep yourselves secret about all this growth when it comes to working with others and finding that person and that sense of like fulfillment in your path and what you would like it to look like with what that other person would be like, or you're working with your emotions and the calling or pull you feel towards someone that you've had to keep secret. Okay. Whew. All right. And so with all of this being illuminated, you have a firm sense of focus towards this. I see and feel that the stronger the focus on your road and keeping that strength there grants this sense of security in yourself, grants you that invisible cloak, grants you that really being able to be in your personal power and in a way that you actually don't feel like you have to pay attention to anyone and what they're doing, because you know as long as you take the footsteps needed towards your own path and what you're creating, there is no need to worry about what the heck they're doing, because your own strength and your own path with what you're creating for yourself is stronger than what they could possibly try to input in your own world. You're the master, you're the boss of your own world. So no matter what they try to do, they may cause a little maybe hiccup here and there for you, but it's not going to stop you from what you're creating. The only thing that's going to stop you from what you're creating is you stopping. Okay. So I feel that's where this personal power comes into play for the masculine, like being able to realize, like, no matter who tries to come into your path to stop you or detour you, as long as you've got this focus and you literally just keep surmounting over that, or say, yeah, okay, whatever, and don't worry too much about it, or get like vengeful, like I have to go battle this person now to keep them off my path, to keep them from, well, they're already being able to do that to you now, to detour you from your path, because now you're all worried about them trying to detour you from your path, and that's exactly what just happened. So it's like, just be like, okay, whatever, and then face your road again. And then it's just like, and be like, full on focus towards it. Like, well, you can try all you want, but by the time they actually get up the resources to possibly, if you're staying focused, by the time they get up the resources to possibly create this barrier or put it there, you're already up here, because you're not worried about what they're doing. You're not wasting time watching them build this and going, what the fuck am I going to do, to try to stop this? Well, if you just keep going, it's not going to end up in front of you, because your path is going to be further along than what they were, because they're still back here. They're still kind of like, oh, well, they think you're going to be here, but in reality, you would have been, if you would have been paying attention to them, it would have kind of slowed it down a little bit, and you would have been at that point. And that's what they were hoping for, in a sense, subconsciously, or that's what their soul and their contract was doing, to kind of put this in a sense of understanding, and then it get to mirrored into them if they are able to come to a more kind of like pure understanding of maybe what they're doing. And so that mirror gets flipped up. But if you keep your focus and personal power and strength through it, and not allow it to kind of take your focus away, they end up too late. And so it's like a hurdle you won't even, or never even had to jump. But if your focus was taken away, it's a hurdle you have to jump, because it's like they're able to get there in time. Now, if you just keep going, they're not able to get there in time to put it there before you. Okay. All right. I do know. I watch a card reader that always says she doesn't know. I don't know. Y'all know y'all's situation better than me. Well, y'all know y'all's situation better than me. But at the same time, I do know what I'm reading. So I got to be careful with that when it comes to what I speak and how it's going to cut back towards me, or how it's going to help me to stay secure in what I do. Okay. So I feel that little bit of thing that just came up actually kind of was a point in all of this. Okay. Okay. The direction you are going down, that is very, it is calling towards you. I feel it is this alchemy, this sense of melting pot that you are working so hard to create for yourself, had this envisionment, and it's like, it felt so dry. But I feel there's this energy of loyalty from your heart towards it. And it's, oh, wow. It's going to be well worth it. Well worth it. This is the abundance card. This is the overall energy. The abundance. There's this energy of concealment back here, but it's also a number 5. And I feel there's going to be something released. You're no longer going to conceal yourself about some sort of sensitivity and daydreaming you've had. And it's going to release a lot of abundance and purification. A purification of you and this person's energy, and the things that maybe that was putting wrenches into everything, and helping you to come together and really being able to weave like your wishes or like your dreams to come true. I feel a higher sense of calling between you two. You know exactly who this person is. They are a sense of mastering their own weave with their sense of abundance, and I feel they're weaving their own thing when it comes to their future. I feel that you are very drawn towards that. It's something you really didn't see in other people to this kind of level. It was always something that people did to have a better life, and the way this person's doing it is doing it to kind of emotionally live a happy life. And it's like, for you it was a conundrum because you thought that's what you were doing, but then it's like but you were doing it at a the goal and why certain things you were doing for a specific uh, a type of energy abundance wasn't as as aligned with your heart as you thought maybe it should have been. And then you're starting to kind of view shift and see it in a different light, like this makes more sense, and you're understanding why that didn't. It worked for exactly what you were doing it for, and you did get it, but it wasn't grounded. It wasn't from the heart, so it was easily fell apart or easily can be deterred, or it wasn't fulfilling. It wasn't emotionally fulfilling because it's not what drove you to it. It wasn't your emotions that, or the passion of your heart that drew you towards it. Now, that's what I feel this direction change is happening, is because you're going to really sit in and be like, well, if that's how you get that specific abundance, and then it also initiates that fulfillment, that actual fulfillment I was trying to create over here, but didn't realize how or what, or like how to even pull or put together that energy in. And then it's like it's like these answers were given to you with some of these puzzle pieces. I feel someone kind of like found some puzzle pieces and brought them to you and was like, here, this is how you can get this, because I feel and I see, this person feels and sees exactly what you were trying to go for, but then also had to figure out how to get what you're trying to go for out of leading by example, to help other people see how they're not getting what they wanted actually, and fulfillment, and kind of in this stuck like loop. And it's like they're helping you to be able to help others to see that too, because you had a hard time being able to see it. And so that you can it's almost like you end up in this heartfelt kind of energy that's like, wow, that was so harsh. And like, you wouldn't want anyone to live that way if you were able to kind of do what someone did for you and give them some puzzle pieces and be like, here, these are going to work a whole lot better, because you know the pain. And I feel that's what's really driving you in this spiritual path, is like being able to, yeah, you've went through all this pain, but also not resent it, and to love it for what it pushed you to be and create for yourself, and to be able to see and give to other people. And the more we do that, the more grounded we can, as a whole unification itself, as a life force of human beings, to literally create living life, to be a sense of a harmony experience, and just being able to live it instead of having to come here to learn lessons, grow up in a way to where we have to figure things out and not just live, and we're able to flow naturally. I feel that's what we're trying to connect for everyone, is flowing through all of this naturally when we come here and experience life. Some things I can see how some people want to go through certain things to learn specific lessons for a sense of soul growth and understanding, and kind of like pass it along for future generations. Because the more we pass this kind of buildup of really being in harmony here on earth, the more we can come back and live this life in a more harmonizing way, and not in a so rough, to the point to where you get older and then finally somehow out of sheer willpower through society's barriers to create a life fulfilling for those that are feel that calling. And it's not just a calling for you, it's personally for me, I feel it's a calling for the whole shift of how we live life here on earth, to be personally honest. And a lot of you have a lot of a big play in this, a big part, just by you being you and accomplishing your path and your happiness fulfillment, and then expressing and giving to other people and letting them know, hey, this is what I went through. This is what I did. And this is what I had to go through over the consequences of all of this, owning up. And then being like, that's those lessons then being passed down, so that, yeah, some people are going to be those rebels, and they're for a higher cause too. How else do we end up making these change? Because we give birth to certain rebels that are like, screw this, I want to do this, yeah. And that's where I feel it's like, that's why I feel this new sense of like energy and dedication and loyalty to this dry moment. Because it's like, you're like, well, I'd rather sit here and look at this dry moment and be thirsty right now than to have some water here that's tainted, or have some water here that's been tainted, and have to slowly keep kind of feeling this sense of survival down this path, instead of being like, all right, I'm going to keep going, I'm going to persevere, I'm just not even going to let anything tear me from this path. And it will grow. I will get to a point where there are plants on either side of me. Okay, that's the strength I feel. The strength in creating this abundance inside while you're in a dry road. Okay, while it doesn't look like abundance around you at all, but keep this abundance growing inside of you, and express, because it's like if your bottle is bottled up with certain things of the past that is meant to be released, or meant to be handed out for something, or stand in your power for, not allow people to kind of cross your boundaries in a sense, or keep allowing people to cross your boundaries. Keep your boundaries at a stern there. That is self-love. Keeping true to your boundaries is self-love, real self-love. Not allowing yourself to be tainted with gossip that is not necessary. That's self-love. Not allowing yourself to be around people that just constantly down other people. That's just fueling you with negative energy. It's just gonna start clonking on you, and you're gonna have to clean it off. And that's where I feel this concealment and sensitivity is. This is what's triggering a lot of your sensitivity, I feel, masculines. And the more you allow yourself to be open in your heart, and also understand how to protect it, but yet allow it to still be open still, that's where your plants are going to start growing. It takes seeds. Putting seeds into the ground and nurturing them seeds. You don't see the plant grow after one day. It gets watered quite a few times. It needs days of sun, which is that positive affirmation of energy towards yourself, that strengthening of that, keeping a cloak on you. Okay, that's part of that. That's what strengthens that cloak, is making sure you're only kind of allowing yourself around people that uplift you, people that don't just constantly keep tearing you down, people that don't put you down, people that see your dreams and go, you can do it. All you just have to do is just keep putting one foot in front of the other towards that direction. Bunch of little things make a big dream come true. And I feel, you're maybe in this daydreaming stage wondering how could this ever be? But look right behind it. It's filled with so much abundance, and this is the money one. So there's a lot of financial tie, I feel, behind this, and purifying a lot of this energy. And you have promise of your future. You have gained a lot of respect towards possibly this chance you might be taking. You might be taking a leap of faith towards something and taking in responsibility for possibly things that are coming in your dreams, because you have the dream card underneath that. Man, I can keep going through this bottom of the D decks all day. Okay. So masculine. I went pretty in depth, but I really feel calling towards a tarot deck. All right, because I feel the masculines are having like the kind of hardest time through this, and I feel the feminines are doing good. And this is why I separated the energies to get more, because I feel there was specific messages that is wanting to be granted only unto the masculine. Okay, all right, masculine. Oh, geez, they are helping you have a clean slate and protection. They are protecting you. Trust the protection of your ancestors, your guides, the spirits you honor, nature, the universe, the cycle of all of this, the cycles of life, your own emotions, your own path. Trust in your own illumination towards your own path. Trust the illumination of your heart, because you are being protected. Transition from secrets into calmer waters of your emotions. No longer feeling like you have to hold back you, okay? Your emotions are a part of you. No matter how fearful they can be, they are a part of you. Honor that part of you. That's what I feel is a huge lesson in this, and holding back the whispers of your heart. Everything is happening for you, not to you. Even the worst things, there's a blessing. Maybe those aren't the right terms. For some, it is. Benediction ordeal. That's what's happening. In a real sense, not in what maybe you thought it should have looked like, but for your best awareness, for what really triggers your passion in life, and your drive in life, what really you dream of to be and to have and to be able to create with this energy. Okay, and that's what's being purified. Wow. There's someone in your life that's actually triggering quite a bit of fears. You're afraid of the endurance of a fire sign. I just keep hearing, don't allow this fire sign to stump you up. because I feel this person kind of creates tower moments just to create tower moments because they're unhappy, okay? Just to do it. They don't like seeing other people happy if they're not involved. If they're involved, they're all for it. But if they're not involved, but they're tied to it in a way, they like to do anything they can to create tower moments. And that's what some of you is, this fear is being triggered, because I feel as if like you see this person that they can be the most extreme. I feel don't allow this person to detour you what you are being called to do. Because I feel that makes sense why I was really pulling a lot of energy about kind of like stay in your own power. This person, yeah, they may be able to create that, hurdle there, but as long as you stay focused in your direction, you'll be up here. And when they finally get the resources enough to put the hurdle there, it'll be behind you. And you'll just kind of be seeing it like, oh, well, yeah, you kind of got a little too late about that. It'll be a too late thing constantly, because yours will be out of pure intent. Theirs will be out of ill intent. So it'll actually take them more time to be able to place things into manifestation. You, with it being pure intent, it speeds it up faster than someone with ill intent. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. Jeez. Possibly record keeper about maybe a reunion, because we do have the Six of Cups here, with someone that really I feel this is the salmon up. They swim upstream to lay the eggs and mate. So I feel this person is like there isn't a reunion yet. But with this being here, even though it's upside down, oh, okay, that's why. Once the fire sign's upside down, that energy is no longer has a sense of a fear tied to it, and it goes from right side up to upside down. Then I feel this reunion thing is going to come right side up, and then a reunion possibly with this person, because it is record keeper. What about this moving to calmer waters? Going a little extra on that. Oh, okay, Five of Cups. Walking away from something you've worked so hard to kind of like hopefully to rebuild, and then kind of like not realizing there's like an actual Two of Cups behind you. You're kind of mourning over what was spilt. So I feel like transitioning into the sense of Two of Cups with yourself towards a fulfillment in Two of Cups in your sense of possibly reunion. This could be with a water sign or someone that embodies very much a water sign kind of energy. Like the Queen of Cups, she's very nurturing. She's very, I feel honest, very emotionally giving. She knows how to, I see in the vision in my third eye, being able to put the lid on the cup. She knows when to put the lid on the cup when she needs to, and she'll take it off when she wants to and give water out, like cleansing water. I feel she's like this very healing aspect. And I feel there's this energy of wanting to kind of like maybe approach this person and let's see, probably illumination of like foresight of something, foreseeing something, maybe coming to them possibly when it comes to secrets, something concealed. Some of you, it's going towards your person with being open about your emotions, finally opening up towards the person maybe you haven't envisioned that really brings this kind of energy to you, this sense of nurturing, healing, awareness kind of energy, and possibly the energy that you daydream about and working towards to be able to purify possibly this path that is right now and was really dry, having mad respect towards this person. So okay, we're gonna put these over here. All right, what's this foresight? Can we get some clarification on this foresight here? Oh, judgment. Oh my goodness. Foresight, judgment upon a green woman. That illuminates insecurities. But these insecurities are upside down. So maybe you're dealing with the water sign, and there's some kind of judgment being placed upon this like Empress energy, who is like a green woman. So more than just even being able to, like, when it sends in their emotions, someone that has a lot of foresight, someone that really is connected with serious energies and spirits and stuff like that they're being illuminated. So with this energy out here, I'm feeling that maybe this water sign was the person you were dealing with, and maybe it was not going into a reunion with someone of the past, possibly, and then placing judgment possibly about coming together with someone that is right here, that is upside down. So to shift all of these, so, or possibly a reunion with someone of the past that is more of an Empress energy. So when this energy gets shifted, this water person is no longer in play, but this reunion happens, judgment being placed on reunion, the judgment will flip upside down, the green woman will go right side up. But then when the insecurities will possibly shift too. That would be illuminated. So that would be interesting, because that seems like integration. Okay, integration of speaking, probably heart-to-heart conversations about some insecurities or things of the past, some arrows, some possibly what do you call it? Like backstabbing type of thing, like things that broke trust. So I feel that seems like a kind of like heart kind of communication like energy. Oh my goodness. So the green man comes out. So I feel you, as the viewer, you are in this green man energy, which is a sense the emperor, which the emperor has been coming out a lot in YouTube readings. So I feel this is, which is why I really like the Wildwood Tarot, because it's, instead of it being an emperor, they have the green man, and then they have the green woman, so the emperor and the empress, and these are in a sense the alphas of the alpha couples of the deck, the ones that, you know, lead by example, the ones that are the in a sense the healer leaders type of way. I see these two as, like, you know, the old wise woman and the like the shaman male. You know, that's how I feel these. Even though there is the a shaman in this deck that is the manifester, which is that kind of like, I feel with this, because this is more connected with the energies of, you know, nature and magic and stuff like that. That's what I feel with this. And the manifester, I feel that's like the sense of the power of manifesting with the mind. So it being the shaman, that's perfect, because the shaman's strongest tool is the imagination. So I felt that was so beautiful. So that's why I feel, even with the shaman being in this deck, this is the prime masculine, the top alpha masculine. There we go. I like that. Alpha masculine. All right. So with that to say, there's probably some tie breaking that is needed. someone that is of a fire energy that possibly is a male, someone of a water energy that is possibly a female. Just to put that out there. And this green man I feel is you, with this sense of focus, because it's clarifying this focus and strength towards this abundance. Yes, hangman. But this hangman has a herring here. Feeling with I feel she's like feeling with her heart, allowing things to kind of die and pass on. But there's like this herring that has like a gift. Been holding like this friendship bundle, I feel. Because I've never seen this. It's crazy. There's a bag. Around its neck. So I found that interesting. So whatever died is being released. A perspective switch and closing the eyes and kind of pulling in with the heart, with the mirror, reflecting pains, things that is needing to be healed, having understanding, tree growing in the back, in the distance, really feeling through all of this emotional waters, not allowing it to overwhelm, and really seeing the lessons in all of this. Okay. I ended up with 2 cards. Feminine. You're not in union right now. Oh, that's why. But that seems to be interesting. There is a shift that's going to happen, but in the 3D, but the shift is first happening within yourself first. So you feel more secure. I feel so you feel more balanced with the person you really want to come together with. Like on their level, balanced. Which, yeah, we have justice decision here. Passing through the door about a home, struggle in a home. Oh, wow, we have the shaman here with the king of arrows. Or king of swords. Yeah, with the king of swords, which is a kingfisher. So, I feel you have a lot of like air energy, like quality, which makes you kind of, I feel, think things in a more logical kind of sense. But sometimes your heart has your heart whispers has the best guidance than the logical, because sometimes the logical just doesn't play out like as emotionally fulfilling. I feel y'all have already went through that because the logical didn't play out to be as emotionally fulfilling. I feel that was one of the huge lessons. The logical did not play out to be as emotionally fulfilling because it was all done logically, in a sense of a society kind of way. And this is more of a spiritual, emotional, and kind of a sense of balance and everything like that. And it will be more fulfilling because you work in a sense of a more fulfilling, heart-driven way. And that's why I feel at the bottom of this deck, you have Ace of Cups reverse. And deciding possibly about a doorway to maybe a new home, or deciding a doorway about a home of some sort, maybe an emotional release about a decision, and a struggle in a home of some sort, and creating some sort of direction. That's kind of rough around what I see over here. So I'm going to go ahead and get, these are my Zolar cards. I haven't pulled them out, and I've been wanting to pull them out. These are from like 1940. And it's, you know, that guy that's in that ask me a question, I'm Zolar machine thing. Some of them make coins. Well, that's what this one is. That's what these cards are. I think they're so amazing. Okay, masculine. What we got for our masculines here? Let's take this as some guidance, or maybe. Okay, what kind of messages? We're just gonna go with messages. What message do you want for our masculines to know? Okay, I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there is a change. Okay. I thought I was feeling it, but I didn't see it. But here it shows it. Okay. So for the first card, you have a green Jupiter, a costly gift, a large amount of money, or a costly gift. Okay. And this is influenced or associated with a medium light lady. And this is Venus, possibly energy of love. This is number 9. The one before that was number 4. And then we're moving into number 5, which would be the change. But I'm going to show you Venus with a medium or influence or association with a medium light lady. Okay. And then we have more of a sense of a future like energy, which we have denotes persistent annoyance. And there's a drastic action that is going to be taken. So huge drastic action, huge drastic change, which makes sense, I guess, with this a large amount of money or a costly gift coming in. Associate or influenced or associated with or association with this light lady and taking action, drastic actions towards a change, possibly towards your person, your feminine. Okay. Now we're going to get some sacred vision and then winged enchantment. Masculine. What do we got for our masculine today? Masculine. Oh, freedom. Look at you go. Okay, I'm going to do gang for the 3rd day in a row. I'm going to go ahead and do it for the 3rd day in a row. I'm going to read it, masculines. All right, masculine. What we got for our masculines here. Oh, look at that. Now you have goose. And it's number 13. Masculine. One more for our masculines. All right. Now I'm not going to take 2. I'm going to take the... Oh, dove. Wow, you got 13 and 8 masculines. If numbers are huge significance to you, there's a lot of sense of 8 going on here. Yeah, a lot of 8. And 5, which usually symbolizes change. But 8 is more of a union. You have a 9 and a 4. 4, 5, 6. That's more of past energy. 3, 4, 5. Change with freedom. That makes sense. Okay. So you have double feminine energy. Maybe this is a message. These are going to be messages kind of from your feminine, maybe a sense of a heartfelt message being sent, or maybe this is you honoring your feminine energy inside and sending out a very loving, heartfelt, serious message, possibly involving your emotions and loyalty and dedication towards possibly a new direction, That's what I see heavily here. I mean, all these birds, white birds just flying to the sky. All right. Masculines, you got freedom. Brother to hawk. Possessions are many and varied. This is how we define ourselves. Even those unattached to worldly possessions possess knowledge, attaching to ideas, experience, a name. Yeah, that's true. Does a man with a feather possess the imbued spirit of the bird, or does the bird now hold the man captive with the man's desire to obtain knowledge? The truth, they are both possessed by the whole. The spiritual and the rainbow containing all of life. The me dissolves into relationship. To be, to exist, is to be related. The true self is one of infinity. You ask, why was I born? And your life becomes a search for treasures. But the greatest freedom comes from with the search for truth, the true self, to find the true fulfillment and beauty, understanding your attachments. Own them and accept them. Be proud of your accomplishments, then release them. Freedom comes when your belongings no longer own you. I know it's such a halfway through that card, and I was just waiting it out. Okay. Hummingbirds move with grace and focused direction. So should we all in matters of the heart. Your ability to respond has a sense of harmony. You have music like the bamboo flute with the winds of heaven blowing through it. You carry your feathers and sacred message to the universe with your flight. From this perspective, you can see love. When another invites you in, you enter with openness and compassion. You feel their truth, be it music or ideas. You take responsibility for responding in kind. You are creating I'm still saying that. You are creating barriers. Masculines, you must be really creating some serious barriers here. Because I keep saying you are instead of are you. Are you creating barriers or can you respond? True intimacy comes from an equal willingness to give and to receive. You cannot be pulled into something if you are not going there already. Okay. Now I see, I don't know y'all, but I do. Okay. Y'all know y'all's situation better than me. So when it comes to that responsibility card, coming up 3 days in a row on the masculine side, that's all you. That's all you. Number 13. Like one of my readers said, you can't make this shit up. You kind of just read what's there, and I'm telling you. Okay, so number 13, goose. I am Goose, the guardian of the journey. Oh, yeah. We even saw that right here. Being protected. I am the soul who travels. I am the quest within. Loyalty to your quest. I am the greatest story ever told. You have been avoiding the unknown roads ahead in favor of the old and familiar. You are indecisive. It may be time to seek warmer pastures, as I am the call to a greater life-altering journey. Every great tale starts here. Every hero heeds a call. I may inspire a road trip or open your eyes to those wide open spaces on the other side of the fence. Rest assured that no matter where I lead you, you will never return home the same. I stir the heart and make it restless. I push you from comfort and wake up your senses. You will traverse those far-off places as I lead your spirit onward. You are the quest. You are searching for the new. You are the adventurous hero. You are Goose. And then we have Dove. I feel this is the energy of like taking up responsibility of your own heart, close to the heart. I mean, this is just really starting to seem like you took up responsibility in a lot of other different places, but this area. And I apologize if that triggered anyone, but that's it. That's just what I'm being asked to say, honestly. I am Dove, and I was kind of trying to fight it, but I know I should not do that. I am Dove, the piece of alignment. I am feminine. I am sensitive to my surroundings. I am the nourishment of the earth and the gentleness of her instinct. I am the calm after the storm. I am hope and harvest. I am the embellishment of harmony and the sacrifice necessary to nurture what has been created. You are at peace now and brimming with compassion. You are in love with life. I am the enjoyment of family connection. I am the safety of a united community. This is not the time to fly solo, but rather seek out kindred spirits. I am the gathering of like minds. I am the coven. I am the serenity of Ken. I am group minded and structure. Merge your energies with others and watch what unfolds. There is great power in collaboration. There is profound wisdom within the whole. You are engaging life. You are embracing peace. You are aligning with others, and you are Dove. All right, masculines. That is what I have for you. I hope you'll have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Yeah, Friday, tomorrow. Bye. Unicorn out.